There's the massive Doomsday. This is our main event for the USWA Heavyweight Championship. He's putting that belt on the line today.
I heard him throwing down the gauntlet. He's throwing the belt down right in the center of the ring, just almost inviting Stephen Dunn to come in and take it away from him. And believe me, there's nothing in the world that Stephen Dunn would love to do more than to walk out of this ring today, the USWA Heavyweight Champion.
And this is a very formidable opponent for Doomsday. One fall, television time remaining. This is our main event. Referee Bill Rush calls for the bell, and we've got Steve Dunn against Doomsday.
You know, this is, there's enough pressure on Steve. Just the fact that this is a title match, you know, you don't get many opportunities. And once you get one, if you don't make good on it, it's a long time before you're going to get another one. But then the pressure of it being on television, knowing that there's probably about maybe 400,000 people that are watching this right now, that, and then the added pressure of being in there with a guy that is probably 8 to 9 inches taller than you and outweighs you by maybe close to 100 pounds.
And right there, the height and weight advantage of Doomsday shown forth as he just pushes Steve Dunn away. How do you attack a man like this? I mean, this is an awesome individual. He has tremendous strength, like you say. He's got size and weight advantage. And how do you go after somebody like this? You've been in matches.
Yeah, I've been in matches like this. As a matter of fact, a long time ago, there was a guy that had an outfit very, very similar to this. And his name escapes. What was you remember the guy that was from that Road Warrior movie? But anyway, he wrestled right here in the USWA, was not quite as big as Doomsday, but he wore that hockey mask, and that, you know, that just gives him an added advantage. My specialty, and I think Stephen Dunn also, is as a last resort. You're gonna just ball up your fist and try to knock somebody's lights out, get him a little groggy at least. But this guy with that thing covering his face, I mean, you know, it's just an advantage that I don't understand why they let him do it. And then when I've asked the officials, I say, hey, this guy's got this thing covering his face. It keeps you from punching. You know what they tell me? You're not supposed to punch. That's illegal. So
you would think that a hardcore or a hard face mask would be illegal in a ring, too.
Well, exactly, because I've seen him use it as a weapon. I saw Brian Christopher get it off of him. That's about what you have to do. You have to try to get that mask off and then do your damage. But he knows that, too. Doomsday knows that, and he's going to do everything in his power to keep that mask on.
And Doomsday right now taking the measure of Stephen Dunn. Another advantage I would think Doomsday would have is that you always try to read your opponent's eyes. You can't really see his eyes.
No, you're in a lot of trouble there.
Nice move by Stephen Dunn. Go behind it exactly.
Going for the mask. You're right. He's going for it right now. If he can get that off, big advantage for Stephen Dunn.
And he's just pushed back in.
He's squashed is what he is. Gets squashed right there.
Right back into the corner. Doomsday going right after Dunn.
Good move there by Stephen Dunn.
Power slam.
Maybe not a good move after all.
Here comes Doomsday. Drops the elbow right across the face of Steve Dunn.
I wrestled Doomsday one night. Can't even remember where. I think it was at Lady Luck Casino. But he did a simple move like dropping an elbow on me, and I promise you, I thought I was dead. This guy is so powerful, weighs so much, that, you know, just with something that is as commonplace as an elbow drop, he can win a match with that. That's how big and heavy this guy is.
And his shoes, he's got to have size 17 boots on. I mean, he puts a boot to you, and you got to feel like an anvil went through you.
You're not lying. He ought to just cut the top out of the box and wear the box.
Right after Steve Dunn. Dunn, groggy right now. That's that short clothesline. That'll take it out of you.
You're not kidding. Take your head right off. You know, you talk about what could Stephen do right now? I mean, he's in a world of hurt right now. You got to try to either maybe you can't out-strength you. There's no way you're going to match muscles with this guy. So maybe you try to be a little faster, a little more agile. But once you're in this position, I mean, he's got, you know, he's got the advantage. Almost had the match right there.
Steve Dunn needs to either take a breather or find some way to gather his senses right here.
You hate to say it, but you know what I'd do right now? Run out of the ring for a few minutes. And just
right. Well,
like you say, regroup.
Here's Dunn firing back, doing exactly the technique that you suggested, just throwing some fists.
But he ran right into that big choke slam. Here it comes.
And down goes Dunn. Referee warning Doomsday, but to no avail. Big man's just going to do whatever he darn well pleases in the ring. Right on the throat of Stephen Dunn.
Doomsday said rules were like eggshells made to be broken. And he's not only trying to break the rules, he's trying to break Stephen Dunn. But look at this! Whoa! Good move! Very good move. And that's a way to use that mask against him. I mean, because when that mask, that's the only thing between his the mat and his face. That's gotta hurt more than just hitting the mat.
Absolutely, it's gotta hurt more than a fist sometimes too. Dunn into the turnbuckle. Doomsday follows up, but Dunn caught him coming in.
And then they traded foot for foot there.
I've heard of going toe to toe, but that's getting a little graphic about it.
Uh-oh, this is it.
Dunn caught.
Well, you know what? Stephen Dunn gave a good accounting of himself. Hey, look at this!
Whoa, look at it! Stephen Dunn takes him over.
He yanked him out. He got it!
We have a new USWA Heavyweight Champion.
Look at that!
After Doomsday dominated the entire match, Stephen Dunn with one maneuver wins the belt.
Unbelievable! Doomsday went for the power bomb. Stephen Dunn was able to get his weight up over Doomsday's head, and if you saw, I don't know.